Hello, hello. Am I live? Yay! Hello, how is everyone? I just started running again. I don't super love running, but I needed to a cross train. I love yoga if you know me, and I love teaching yoga. I love practicing yoga. Yoga in the morning. I yoga right before I go to bed. I yoga even better than flossing. I should floss more. But my back and my hips, and like my hips have been a little sore from running. So I feel you. I feel you, my students that say, oh, my hips hurt, because my hips never hurt. But then I'm cross training, there's different muscles that are being used. It all makes sense. So here's a sequence for all of that, all that ails you when you're out there on the path. So all right, so all you'll need is a yoga mat and yourself. All right, so we're gonna start today on the floor with the knees bent. You're gonna bring your feet wide as your sticky mat, your yoga mat. Bring the arms out like goalpost arms or like a cactus. Elbows in line with the shoulders, the back of the hands rest, and just start to windshield wiper those legs. There you go. Yeah, and just take some full breath, deep breath in, and a nice deep breath out. And just FYI, just a reminder, if you've never watched one of my videos, I just like to remind you that your range of motion could be different than mine or could be different than someone else's. So if your knees are more up here, right, and if that's your rotation, that is a-okay. So you never have to look exactly like me. You only have to be you, which is good news, right? Right ankle to your left knee. Create a figure four. You might stay right here. You might really feel this a lot, and that's good. Right, just stay there. Some of us might pull our right, or actually just thread our right arm through the figure four, and then hold the back of the left hamstring. I'm just going to take some breaths here. Best as you can, keep the shoulders, keep the head on the earth. Right, so if to reach your left hamstring, you have to curl up, just come back to A. And there's a few reasons why. One, that adds a little more tension to the neck, into the shoulders, and into the jawline. There's a natural TMJ clenching that happens when we do that. And you don't really want to do that right now. Right? Just remember, this is hips, not core. Good. So wherever you are, just take another full breath in. Beautiful breath out. And then switch sides. The right foot comes down. Go right to that other side. Left ankle to the knee, and this might be where you stay. And you just work the breath, that full breath in, full breath out. You may already be in that figure four as you throw the left arm through and then hug the hamstring. So you can go ahead and do that. You can go into the shape that works for you. And with the yogic breath is just a deeper inhale, and as best as you can, match the exhale. So for many of us, not all of us, but many of us, we breathe, right? When we're out in the world and we're at work and we're sitting at a desk job or standing or even walking on a treadmill desk, we're breathing into the chest, right? And you really want to draw that breath all the way down into the belly, right? All the way down, even lower than the belly, like with your mind's eye, imagine, all the way down to the feet. And then exhale all the breath out. So like a 4 count, a 6 count, and maybe make your way up to an 8 count. You're going to bring that right foot down, the left foot down. Let's give it another windshield wiper with those legs once more. And then whenever you've rolled to your right side, you're just going to shift your way up to a tabletop. And your tabletop, wrists and shoulders line up. Spread your fingers just wide enough. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the crown of the head, the tailbone. On your exhale, round through the spine, just like the Halloween cat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Good, and exhale, round. Good, and one more like that, just to work out, right, this whole area in the low back and the spine and the hips. Good, and then find a neutral spine. Bring your knees wide, big toes touch, slide the hips back, child's pose. So this might be where it might feel just right and really good to find something like a pillow. If you have a yoga block, you can place that underneath your forehead. I have a bolster right here. I can kind of show you what those things would look like. This is my meditation seat. So you can hug your bolster or just kind of be right here if you need that extra space. Now, again, your seat may not reach the heels, and that is a-okay. Right? So your seat might be really high up in the air, and the other people might be really low. And there's really no right or wrong. If I were assisting you, I would not press on your back, by the way, to press your hips down towards your heels. What I would be doing is I would come around and I would gently bring my hand into your hip crease and guide the hip crease. So the inner thighs would go in and back and around, and your tailbone lengthens. But yeah, I would never press down on your hips to try to make you get lower to the ground. You want to be really nice to the muscles in the back and the hamstring. Take a few more breaths here if you'd like, if you may. And then inhale, come back up. Come on up. I like to make a little pillow with my hands. If you saw me there. Come up to tabletop. We're going to go into a down dog stretch. Down dog stretch. Why is that so good for runners? And you can even go shorter in your down dog. It's because it opens up the hamstrings. You can pedal out your feet. You can bend the knees. Also is a really great way to decompress the spine, right? So plug the belly in. Yeah, nice. Few more breaths here. So good. Nice. And we're going to walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Take a standing forward fold. Bend into the knees as much or as little as you need to. You can just gently kind of shake out your head or find a little gentle movement as you sway right and left. Continue to press down on your feet and very slowly come all the way up. You can stay there in that forward fold if you'd like. That's all we have today for your quick runners stretches to stretch it out for the day. So many different variations. So I hope that helped, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.